This is a surprise video. You will never guess where we are, or more importantly, where we aren't. We just left the cabin, about a half an hour ago, and my truck started acting up. No power steering, no air conditioning. It was really hard to control. We got out just past the last gate of the property. I guess it's the first gate from the cabin, and we are sitting here under a cedar tree, and there are cedar gnats like crazy, but it's the only place around in the shade. And so what we did was we unloaded Max and went to the top of the hill where we have some connectivity, and we phoned David, which went directly to voicemail. So we left him a message, and we're going to head up there again in about a half an hour. But I want to give you a better look at why it pays to have emergency supplies. We always carry emergency stuff in Max, and boy, this time it really paid off. This is actually the first time in all the years that we have carried emergency stuff that we've had kind of an emergency. Now, we are here with our truck, and our truck is loaded with the things we're bringing home from the cabin. So we do have extra food and drink, but we also had some food and some water in what we carry in Max. But I'm going to now step away and give you the view of our new campsite. So there's the gate, and we can't very well do this ascent without power steering. So we're stuck, and where we're stuck is in this little riverbed right here. So there's the truck, and there's Max, and we've just set up camp in the shade under this.
Hi, how you doing?
Under this tree. We carry these little half chairs in the back of Max so that we will always have them. And there's our emergency duffel bag right there that had, thankfully, insect repellent and a few other things that we had extra water in there. So we are doing fine. We're just going to wait. We go up the hill in about a half an hour to try David again. And this tree is big enough that as the sun moves across the sky, we'll just move our headquarters around the corner there. But for right now, I'm doing fine in this heat because we're under this great big cedar tree, and so it's always cooler under a tree because of
the shade factor and
well, it's because of transpiration. Tree sucks up water and then lets it out through its leaves, and even though it's less with desert plants like this, it still is a little bit of an air conditioning effect underneath this tree.
better than nothing.
You bet. And so we will keep you posted as things progress in this new adventure, but we're certainly not going to get home when we thought we were going to. So here we are, still stuck. I just went up to the top of the ridge to call David, still no answer. And Jim, while I was gone, moved our camp around to the shade. And he's there enjoying some Oreo cookies, so you know, we're not hurting. I did contact my daughter, who lives about 10 miles from where we live, and she said that if we really get stranded, that she and her husband will drive down and to the cabin and make sure that we're okay and help us get out. So we're fine, but I just wanted to share with you what is going on with our little adventure here.
Well, we're back down to the cabin, and I got concerned about Pam and her possibility of heat exposure causing heat exhaustion or heading that direction. So we're back down here. We're waiting for another time to go up to the top of the hill and make a call to see if we can get Pam's children to respond. Hopefully we've gotten some information from them already. So I've got to go back up to the truck and get some more of our stuff. And otherwise, Pam is doing fine.
I'll be fine.
Okay. And I don't have a microphone on, but that's too bad.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, I kind of figured that too.
So we're still at the cabin. It's 3 hours later, and David diagnosed the problem as batteries. So Dave and Jim have gone in David's truck to an auto place, and they're going to be picking up batteries and then bringing them back and installing them. I'm feeling a lot better. But it's been a long, long day, and I'm not even sure we're going to be able to get home tonight, so we shall see. In any case, we'll get home at some point in time. So this has just been another adventure at the cabin. More to come. Well, it got to be 3.5 hours, so I hopped in Max and came back up here, and David's truck was parked here and the doors are wide open on the truck. Turns out that it was not the batteries. They had the batteries checked, but David found that it is the something. I'll have to ask him in just a minute. So we may be here overnight down at the cabin and have a tow truck come and pull us out tomorrow. David is trying his best to fix it. He's up on top of the under the hood workings, trying his best to get it. What is it that's wrong?
Your serpentine belt.
The serpentine belt is off track or broken or?
It came off its pulleys.
Okay, so he's trying to get it back on its pulleys. So that would be fabulous if he fixes it. Otherwise, we'll be here overnight while we wait for the tow truck tomorrow. Well, the truck is running. The hood is closing. David fixed it maybe with a stick. So we will see. Back at the cabin, we have reloaded Max. David just saved the day, and he did it with a great big stick. It was just incredible. He climbed up there and was almost on top of the motor stuff when he was doing that, and then got down underneath, and he's going to follow us home, but he really has saved the day for us. And like so many of you have said, he is just a wonderful son, and he has saved the day for us. So it is now almost 8 o'clock. So we have been at this since 11 o'clock this morning. So it's been quite an ordeal. So Jim is loading the last box in right now, and we're going to leave the cabin and we're going to take it easy for a while. I'm only going to be publishing one video a week. I have 2 or 3 ready to go, but if a week goes by and you don't see a video, just know that it's because we're taking a little break and it's so hot that we may be up here when the monsoons come. We'd love to see a rainstorm and the weather cools a little bit then, so we may come up in July, but we'll see. In any case, we'll keep you posted. Thanks so much. There's Dave. And there's Jim over there. And David's going to follow us all the way out to the main highway. So, well, our troubles aren't quite over yet. We just barely hit pavement after coming down from the cabin. And David signaled us he was following us down. And we have blown a tire on the trailer. And so thank goodness David is here to help us, because I don't think either David or I could have, well, I know I couldn't have. I don't think Jim or I could have done what David is doing right now. So, wow, that is completely ruined. But fortunately, we have a spare. So maybe we'll get home before midnight. We're going to get going. So thank you so much. And we will see you soon for more adventures. I hope they're not all like this one at the cabin.